と待ってろ。あいつは俺がぶっ倒す。行くぞ。コスモを燃やせ。
To live, a fight to strive. One day I'll have what I want in life.
Everybody's Aceseiya coming to you guys with another review video for a game I honestly never thought I have a chance to play, or interest in, doesn't matter. I thought to myself, with all the backlash of this game, it's trash. Don't waste your time with stuff like this, really. Didn't really it phases my decision really to even make this review and honestly get the game to even like finally get the chance to play. As the game has been out for a little more than a year, with me finally getting my chance to play, I figured let me have my chance to talk about it. As a story, as we know, coming from a long shonen fan, the anime community was hyped for this game. With me, I played the J-Star Victory Versus game. I very much enjoyed it. I like that game a lot. Through its characters and simple enough gameplay, I had fun. J-Stars, to me, should have just been a more hype. Well, no, Jump Force to me should have been a more hype, more polished version of Jump Force, not Jump Force, J-Stars Victory Versus. While also still having that simple feeling of gameplay enough for the casuals, the anime lover fans that really enjoy it. The story of J-Star starts off with back in a setting of a huge threat from the Venoms and villains controlled by this dark cube. Your custom character gets caught up in the mix, is now forced into conflict. You get to be saved by Trunks from Dragon Ball. He comes to your aid after a few training fights. You're off to greet the other members of the Jump Force, basically, as in the title. Each chapter sends your avatar and then one or more Jump Force members on a mission to rescue another fellow Jump Force member that from the evil cube or the evil Venoms. I don't know how the story goes, really. I'm playing it through now, and it's not really that good, to tell you the truth. This repeated process with cutscenes and fight, and then more cutscenes to make up most of the key story missions. Honestly, wouldn't mind the setup as much if only there was more depth to the cutscenes and more emotional reactions towards the characters finally meeting each other, or even having a chance to meet each other again in some cases. It was very stale. It felt that kind of like as I'm playing the game now, that the story missions right now, it feels unfinished. Like it feels like I'm not all the way through with the story, to tell you the truth, but man, it feels like something more could have been added to it. I wish there was the English dub voices too. Did not say the original sub voices are bad, however, having that option to switch between the dub and sub would have been nice too. The gameplay, however, that's where you get the most fun. Why make a fighting game if the fight itself isn't as good, right? So you start off 3v3 arena type fighter with being able to switch between your chosen fighters of 3. You share the same health bar, which sucks for me. For all the 3, wow, this does throw me off a bit, because as another game that comes to mind, Dragon Ball FighterZ has 3 characters. They all have their own health. I would say leaving this to be 1 health bar makes the matches go by faster, which it really does, man. Matches go by really fast depending on how you and your opponent are playing the game, spamming it. It's playing it fair, but still, I don't know. It feels like having that 3-bar situation leads up to a better health management between the characters, especially if they can do their own things at the same time. The combat itself is simple though. You have your light command, your heavy attack, and your grab attack, all mapped out. You know, there's no special thing with it. You do get combos. I would say you get combos with specific characters, although they all can be performed the same, which kind of sucks. I wanted some depth into like a different combo system between each character, because not all characters should play the same. They basically come from different animes, different shows, you know. And it's hard to, I know it's quite hard to get that mapped out and programmed with different special moves, but I don't know, it just feels like it's lackluster. But you do get each character having 4 unique special moves that they represent in the show. They're mapped out, kind of like another game that comes to mind. Raging Blast from Dragon Ball actually has like simple mechanics like that. With some times you would have like one, you would hold a command and then press another button, and basically your special moves come out like that. The damage scaling of the game, it tricks me up a little bit because some specials alone would do so much strong damage. But if you're doing within a combo, it's kind of like the scaling of that special attack is either lowered or like more damage comes from like the different types of characters. It's weird to explain until you go through like the depth of which characters have strong special attacks that do strong damage without combos, and then some characters that have special attacks that do more damage with combos. It's weird to go off until you have to look at the data frames and all that just to see whether, and the scaling of how the characters are represented. I do like that the special moves are easily accessible, but man, they're abusable, man. They do crazy damage. It's risky to go on the offense in this game, knowing the opponent can just hold down and press a button for a special attack to get out of the situation. It's weird. I would have liked to see a system where the combat was less about the visuals more than the technical side of like things, because some of the hitbox, some of the speed and damage that certain moves do in this game are like insanely crazy, man. Like, sometimes you can't even see them because they're mixed in with all the visual content, and by the time you get to see the move come out, you already get hit by it. I kid you not. The online for this game runs pretty smooth. I have no lag when it comes to playing the game for now. Although I have met I kid you not, I have met my fair share of spammers that abuse the game, especially moves mechanics. Cause man, these guys just sit back. I kid you not, they sit back on the far end of the screen. They spam that command, man. They spam the guy. Like any character that has a special beam that can basically send you flying or like a projectile, they'll spam until they heart hit 10. Then they have like they're throwing in supports to bag you back. It's such a bad play style. I hate that play style. But you do get some people. Besides the problems, like it's still fun when you face an opponent that doesn't spam. It can go back to back with you blow from blow. Oh, those are the real matches, man. Those are the real matches. You have certain people that just want to run up to you in place like hand to hand, sword to sword type combat. That's the real fun, man. I played a match with Ichigo, me and this other dude. The other guy, my opponent had Zoro on his team. I was playing Ichigo. We were going back to back dashes and sword play and everything. I like matches like that. I don't like to sit there with freaking Goku's, Vegetas, and just spam Aizens and just spam moves until they freaking can win. Like their life depends on it, man. It's so weird. Man, I will say another thing though. Jump Force even today is not worth the full retail price. I think it's coming down. I seen it for about like $30 the other day, maybe less. I know Black Friday had like a deal for it. That's how I end up in the game though. Yeah, Black Friday deal. I say, you know what? It's $20. Let's go on. Let's try to test this game out. Okay, from the moment Jump Force came out, it's been a wild ride of complaints, hype, and more. So I wonder for the future. I think if another Jump Force will be made, the mechanics need to change. There should be 3 health bars for each character. I don't care what they say. There should be a character. There should be a health bar for each character. Moves need a better. Some of the special moves need a cooldown system. I know it seems a little unfair, but some of those spammable ones just need to have like either a timer for you to go back, or for you to think about that time of you spending it to release the special move and time for you the special move to come back. I think it needs something like that. Characters should have a layout of some combos and certain inputs on their own, I think, because not all characters should play the same in my opinion. Although it's easy and it's accessible to play like that, you don't get too much depth out of the characters and like what they really represent out of their show. That's another thing I say about it. The story and the overall setting should have a more anime influence, especially the story bits lacking in voice acting, man, and in certain parts. And lastly, just bring a whole new outlook in the post. This lots of anime games will come out great. A lot of anime games will come out great. They'll come out great, man. They're used like this battle arenas. I can name a few. Although Storm 4 is a battle arena type thing, I would say, but that's good. Like Storm 4 is good. I like Storm the other games really good, but like the One Punch Man one, I haven't played it yet, but it looks like a battle arena. The My Hero one, One's Justice, that's kind of like a battle arena too. Although that gameplay is pretty fun. Like the thing about it is, we don't expect so much from anime games anymore. We've been let down so many times. Hell, even Knights of Britannia for 7 Deadly Sins wasn't that good. Black Clover, Quarter Knights was decent at bad. I got that game. I still get to have some gameplay. I still get to have some matches in that, but it's rare. No one really touches that game like that. The One Piece Burning Blood, I have no one I know has that game. Shinobi Strikers, maybe one person I know has that game, and even he does. I think he sold it actually. Man, it's been a wild ride for anime games. I think Jump Force in general had the potential to be a lot more than what it was. It was marketed to be more than what it was. People were hype about it, but in the end, I let the ball down on this one. Is it still a fun game? Yes. Is it worth full retail price? No. Is it worth for you to check it out and spend some time with it and see if you like it? Maybe for the future get hope for another Jump Force 2, or maybe a game like this for another crossover. Yeah, I do believe it's worth it. It's worth to check it out, worth to experience what the hype and what the letdown was, or whatever you like to make from the game. It's your guys' opinion too. I hope you guys just agree with mine, or just put it in the comments what you guys think about Jump Force overall. Did you play it? Did you not play it? Was you turned away from the people who didn't want to play it, or called it trash or something? I know there's a lot more people in that, and it's a lot more people that like the game. But yeah, it's a lot to consider. I hope you guys really enjoy my video, enjoy me sharing my thoughts. If you like this video, why not consider subscribing? Hit that bell icon for more videos of reviews, live streams. I'm doing a lot of gaming content. I'm trying to come out with a steady upload schedule. I know it takes a while because of school and everything, but be expecting more Jump Force gameplay if I get more ranked matches. And that's pretty much it. See you guys for the next video. Aceseiya out.